Okay, this is number 5 on the worksheet. Prove triangle RSQ. So I'm going to highlight that. Is similar to triangle PQR. All right, so the big pink triangle and the little yellow triangle. I'm given that angle RQP is a right angle and RSQ is a right angle, and those are both marked in the diagram. So first I'm going to start with those right angles. RQP, RSQ. I guess first I could say, what do I have here? They didn't give me any sides, so I'm looking for two congruent angles. Well, we know that right angles are congruent because right angles both measure 90 degrees. So this angle Q at the top has to be congruent to this angle S because they're both right angles. So RQP, that's the top, and RSQ, that's the bottom one. Those are right angles. That's given. Because they're right angles, they're congruent to each other. RQP is congruent to RSQ. That's called the right angle congruence theorem. You could say all right angles are congruent. Right angle congruence theorem, I'm not sure if it ever made it onto one of your proof reference sheets, but all right angles are congruent. You should know that. You should be able to come up with that. All right angles are congruent. So that's one angle. I need another angle, and if you look at your diagram, you can see that the yellow and pink both connect at R. So angle R is part of both triangles. The pink triangle is kind of a rotated version of the yellow triangle, but they both contain angle R. So angle R is congruent to itself. That's the reflexive property. And that's a new theorem or new property for this unit. But that is another angle. And you can say, I don't really get that. Well, come in and ask your teacher. You can ask me. There's really not much to get. The idea is if you draw two separate triangles, both triangle, the yellow and the pink, they both have the same angle R. So if angle R is 50 degrees in one triangle, it has to be 50 degrees in the other triangle because it's the same angle. There's really not much to that. But your teacher, myself, or somebody else can go through that with you one-on-one. So because of that, I have angle, angle. So my triangles are similar, RSQ and PQR because of angle, angle.